All right, April 2024 self-improvement update. Let's just get right into this. So first up, I've got my fitness goals. Again, the long-term goal being my dream 10 out of 10 physique. So some progress this past month for April was I was really consistent towards the beginning, going pretty much every day and taking the necessary, not every day, it was like 5, 6 times a week. So I was getting in all the target days that I wanted and getting enough rest. But then I ended up hurting my wrist, so I had to take some time off from the gym and limited my guitar playing also, which sucked. But I had to wait for that to get better, which is feeling better now. But I kind of missed a lot of the gym towards the end of April, so yeah, that's why it's important to use proper form and not ego lift. So yeah. Uh, Besides that, I also started reducing carb intake a little bit early. May is going to be the month where I do that for cutting and stuff. Um, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really say that there was the main mistakes that I made besides messing up my wrist, but I mean, that happens. I guess I was accidental, not me just failing to do something, I'd say. But anyway, my areas of improvement for May are to get um, consistent back in the gym again, which I have been for the beginning of this month, which is good. And then keep reducing carbs. So the cut begins officially by last week. So yeah, fitness wise, I think I'm doing pretty well. I don't think I have anything else to add really. I've been stretching more, which has been good. That's helped with recovery. Um, yeah, I mean that's about it. Just be consistent. And then once my living arrangement is going to change in a little bit, so I'll be able to get more sleep, which is going to be fantastic because then I'll have a regular sleep schedule, getting enough sleep, and that should help me hit my fitness goals as well. So that is that. Moving on to music-wise. Okay, so the long-term goal, of course, to improve as a songwriter and guitar/vocalist. So progress that I've made. So the next single that I'm going to be releasing, the lyrics are like 90% complete for it. Same with the solo, pretty close to being done. I made a lot of lyric writing progress, not just on that, but on the other songs that I've been working on. So most of the I have like 3 songs that are like 90% done now, which is pretty cool. But again, I have one in mind for the next single, and the rest of them are going to be for everything else that I'm writing is going to be for an album. So yeah, it's been pretty good. Lots of progress this month. I've recorded instrumental demos for the 3 songs that I mentioned that have lyrics mostly complete, and then also for some other songs that are in varying stages of completion. So that's been good. I would say that's an improvement over what I had before, which was a bunch of Guitar Pro demos, and I mean, Guitar Pro demos, they don't sound great because it's not an actual guitar. So yeah, it's good to actually get stuff recorded down. I've gotten into the habit of actually recording things instead of putting it in Guitar Pro first and then recording it. It just makes things easier going straight from guitar to Cubase or my DAW, which I guess is another thing that I've been more connected to guitar as an instrument, able to express myself a little bit more. I've noticed that for the past 2 months or so. For example, when I was taking lessons the other day with my guitar teacher, he was showing me an example of some licks in context. And I was actually able to like hear the chords, which normally I kind of don't really hear that. I can't really hear like the chord progression, but like I actually heard it and I was like, oh shit, that's cool. I can tell it's like a 2-5-1 and stuff. So that was pretty cool. Felt good to see some progress there. I've also been learning licks from solos, stealing licks that I like. What else? So I started practicing more arpeggio shapes, and I think that also helped with my understanding of guitar. Like I just feel more comfortable on the fretboard, and I can just more easily grab notes. It's like a lot easier now than it was like 2 months ago. So I've been seeing progress there, and it's been pretty good. So I guess to the downside this past month, I didn't feel that inspired the last 2 weeks of April. I think part of that is because I got so much lyric writing done and all that stuff. I made so much progress on music, the lyric side. I was focusing really hard on that, partially because at my job there's downtime for me to do that. So that's like, let's say, like 4 hours of time per day during the week for me to write lyrics. So that was like just a mental drain. So then when I got home and I wanted to practice guitar, or write for guitar, I should say, it was the lyrics, or not the lyrics, the ideas were not as forthcoming because I was just like tired out mentally. Um, but again, that's kind of related to my sleep schedule, which that's gonna be corrected soon. So this will all kind of resolve itself in a little while, in a couple weeks. Yeah, I didn't practice vocals this month either. Part of that is because one of my family members has a night shift job, so that kind of limits the time that I can practice vocals. But also, I see vocals as like a low priority compared to everything else, which is what it is. Like, I'm a guitarist first, in reality. So that about wraps that up. My area for improvement, my goal is to have a single demo, the demo for the next single, ready by the end of May, including lyrics, which I've been working on still during the month of May, and I'm like this close to having everything done, and it feels good to finally get that done because I had this song in the bank for a while, and I just want to get it out. Anyway, that about wraps that up. Yeah, music-wise, I'd say everything's going pretty well. I'm getting more comfortable with the guitar as an instrument, and I'm starting to slowly be able to express myself through it more. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I got music-wise. Then general self-improvement stuff. Understand myself and how the world works. So I've had like a series, I guess, of I don't know what you call it. Not like revelations or something, but like in my time practicing mindfulness, I've just like felt deeper levels of understanding, which has been good. But I guess aside from that, progress that I've made is I found my copy of Psycho-Cybernetics towards the end of the month because I left it somewhere and I lost it for most of the month. But yeah, I started rereading that, and that's been good, giving me some things to think about, some strategies. My screen time has been consistently reducing, and that's led to more creativity and overall like general improvement of quality of life. So that's been good. That timer that I set has been helping me to just be like, all right, now it's time to just like focus on like winding down, getting ready for bed. And then also, I've been meditating more and journaling more, and that's helped like clear my mind and get me in a good mental space, especially for creativity. Mistake-wise, don't really have all that much. I think I made pretty good progress this past month. So improvement, I'm going to continue reading Psycho-Cybernetics, and yeah, I've been knocking out pretty much a chapter a day, and it's been a lot of good information, which I might just start it over once I finish it in like the next week or two. So yeah, I mean, overall, April was like a pretty good month, except for the like creative dry spell at the end. I think that just boils down to like a lot of the songs that I've written, I had the sound in my mind before I was writing them, and then for like what I've got now, I don't know, I just don't have like an idea for a sound at this point, but that'll come to me once I keep forcing myself to write more. So yeah, overall, things are looking good. May should be a good month, and that's all I got. So as always, thank you for watching.